Hi everyone, Letty here. Welcome to hashtag Crafty Goals 2024. This is going to be a crafty collab video. I'm going to share with you my March goals recap as well as my April goals plan. Welcome back everyone. I'm participating in hashtag Crafty Goals 2024 this year. It's hosted by Debbie, whose Project 39 mini albums. There's a whole list of collab participants that are participating. I'll list them down in the description box below. Again, this is hashtag Crafty Goals 2024. Let's start in with my March goals recap. I'll smashes, projects. I'll just share everything from the month of March. I do have these freebie printables that you can download. I'll link them down in the description box below as well. I also have a video explaining how to use them. I'll link that as well. So for the month of March, I was able to meet all 5 of my crafty goals that I had set. So the first one was to smash at least 2 small paper pads, and I did smash 2 of them. So the first one was the not too shabby Sweet Bees. This one was from like maybe last year. It was a partial, but I was able to smash that. And then I also smashed the Echo Park Welcome Easter. That was my most recent smash. I have a video on that. And then I also wanted to smash at least 1 large paper pad or pack, and I did smash this Christmas one by Echo Park. It's called Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. This was a brand new 12 by 12 and had an extra sheet of cut aparts. So I did smash that. And then as far as my goal number 3, I want to make at least 10 Christmas cards each month. And because of that Christmas pack smash, I was able to make 25 cards, some 5 by 7s and some smaller ones. So 25 total cards for Christmas sort of prep. And then as far as craft fair prep, I want to make at least 10 items, and I did make several different items. I made some tea favor holders, double pocket tea holders, and then also some flow journals that I had made as well using that Christmas kit. And I had 14, but then I just realized I actually, at the end, I came back and I made a tutorial on this one with the bee theme, the Be Happy collection by Echo Park. And so I actually have 15 items that were part of this one. I'll go back and update that. My 5th goal is a flex goal. And so I had adjusted it down to make 50 cards for the Cards for Cubs card drive, which I have already finished. I'll show a video here coming up shortly. But I did go ahead and meet that goal. I made 52 total cards. I had originally sort of made some additional cards, and then I realized I was going to be a few short, so I cranked out just a few extra ones. I did completely forget to include that in my donation, but I'll just save that for next year. But I ended up making 52 cards there. So overall, I met all 5 of my goals for the month of March. And then my trackers, the things that I'm just sort of tracking without the specific details, I have 5 of them, and I met 3 of the items. So I wanted to post at least 5 new Etsy listings this month, and I did do 6, so I met that goal. And what I love is that they were all digital, so I loaded it one time and it's done. So that's pretty neat. I'm excited about that. And then I also wanted to try to spend at least 10 minutes a day just doing some crafty organization. I totally bombed this one. I was only able to do 60 minutes, which was an hour, which is not horrible, but it's not anywhere near what I wanted. So I'm going to continue to work on this. I want to keep tracking this and see if I can just get better on that. And then as far as the total cards made, I made 105. So this is just a general tracker, and I mark it as the goal met because I did meet my 2 card related goals. And then my 4th one was to do at least 12 YouTube videos. I only did 10. I feel like 9 or 10 are a little bit closer to the sweet spot, but I'm going to keep working on that. And then mail out at least 10 cards or happy mail. And I did do 12. So I did meet that goal, and I did have 11 Etsy orders, which was a little lower than the last couple of months, but I still ended up mailing out 23 total items, which I think is pretty fantastic. So those were my trackers that I did for the month of March. I met 3 of my tracker goals as well. So overall, here is what it looks like when I look at it at a year glance. 2 small paper pads smashed, 1 large paper pack, 25 total Christmas cards, and technically 15 craft fair item prepped. So because of that extra flow journal, so 15 instead of 14, and then 52 out of 50 cards that I wanted to make this month from my quarterly flex goal. So the previous months had been a 100 goal. And then as far as my trackers, I did post 6 items on Etsy. I did also do 6 10-minute sessions of cleaning, 105 cards, 10 YouTube videos, 12 different happy mails out the door, and then so 8 out of 10 goals. So overall, I'm still trending overall pretty consistently there, 8 out of 10. So it's going up or staying the same. And then as far as the card themes that I track, birthday kid, Christmas, Easter, encouragement, hello, spring. So I track it just to kind of get an idea of what I'm making each month and kind of make sure I'm a little more well-rounded. I do a color code for each month. So I just highlight a certain color, and then that's how I sort of track it. So again, I do have these freebie printables that you can sort of customize. I'll link them down below, and I do have a video explaining how to use them a little bit better. And so for April, I did make some minor changes, and so I want to kind of just share that with you as well. From the tracker standpoint, I did not make any changes at all, so that is staying exactly the same that I had this past month and what I've done so far the first couple of months. I'm not changing that at all. The 5 trackers are staying the same. But for my crafty goals, the things that I'm going to be a bit more detailed on, I did change them. So I'm going to still do 2 paper pads that are smaller, 1 that's larger, 10 Christmas cards, 10 craft fair preps, but my flex goal has changed for this quarter because it's a quarterly goal. So this quarter, I'm going to focus on making card kits or crafty kits. I'm going to try to make 30 because I have so much stash that I want to try to smash through, and I feel like I can really make a good dent if I make either crafty kits or card kits that I can either give away, sell on either Etsy or Instagram or here or at like craft fair events. I'm going to just try to make a ton of card kits or crafty kits. So those were my goals and what I was able to accomplish in March. These are some of the cards I had made. So these were the last cards I had made for the Cards for Cubs donation. I did not get to include them in my box. I completely didn't see them when I was packing my box. So these will just get saved either for next year or for another card donation that's geared towards kids. They're pretty flat, and they probably would meet some of the specs of some of the other donations. And so I also did Smash This Welcome Easter 6x6 paper pad. These were my scraps, a few cut aparts and a couple of just kind of branding strips. I was able to make 7 Easter cards. These are also going into my stash because I just made them way too late in the month. So that's perfectly fine. I'll just kind of bulk up my stash for next year. I also did do some bag toppers. Here's just a quick little screenshot of those that I made for my nieces and nephew. So again, that was Welcome Easter by Echo Park, and that was just a last minute smash that I did at the end of the month. I also smashed this 12x12 Have a Holly Jolly Christmas by Echo Park. This was a brand new kit that I had, plus I had purchased 1 additional sheet of cut aparts. Here is the sticker sheet that I was able to use up. I used up the entire 12x12 sticker sheet that came with the kit. I made a ton of cards, so I was able to make 25 total Christmas cards or holiday cards. And so these are some smaller ones that are just shorter than A1 size. And then I have some 5x7 cards as well. And I layered them up with some mats, added some stickers. So 25 Christmas cards going into my stash. And then I also made some double T pocket holders. I've shown this on a tutorial on my channel at least once. And so I have that one as well that I'll put in my stash and save for later. I also made these flow journals. So these were just super easy, inspired by my friend Betty Penny, my friend Toby. And so she makes flow journals all the time. And so I went ahead and just made some really basic ones with just paper. They're flow because you can take the paper out. I'm showing you here, you can kind of take it out. And then they're just kind of bound together with either twine or ribbon or just seam binding or something that's loose that you can remove and add on or make permanent later. And so I did make 5 of those in the Christmas theme. And then I made some mini savings challenge scratchers. And so I still need to laminate them and also add some scratcher stickers to them. But I've already punched holes. Those are prepped. I have a video on that. I had questions about the flow journal, so I went ahead and made one. I did a quick little tutorial for y'all. This was using that Be Happy collection by Echo Park. And so it was one of the collections I had taken out for the month anyway. And so I made a quick little tutorial on this. Super easy. So here were the items that I took out that were bee themed. This is sort of a mix of cut aparts and the papers that I had taken out, plus several items from Not Too Shabby. So that Sweet Bees collection, some stamps. So I had made some donation cards as well as that flow journal. Here's a screenshot of some of those donation cards I had made. I've already packaged those up. Those are going to Cards for Cubs, but just in case you're interested in that. And then I also had, for my design team, I had the Paper Pad Club, which comes with 2 paper pads. I had the add-on ephemera pack, and then I also also had the stamp and die set of the month. So I did 3 videos this month using these brand new March releases from the Not Too Shabby shop. And so here were 3 of the projects I did. And so I did these fun little rainbow cards. I just stamped out the images from the stamp and die, colored them different ways, and also added glossy accents different ways. And so those were some fun, quick and easy cards. Those were my project 3. My project 1 were these A2 cards that I sort of cut my mat in half and then I layered them. I only have 2 left. I've already sent the rest out. And then I also had these that were my second project, which was the March sheet load of cards for this month. I used the stamp and die set to decorate the insides of the cards, as well as some scraps on both of my card sets, the first 2. So those were super, super fun. So again, that was the Not Too Shabby shop release for March. And then I also was able to do an additional project with the quarterly release that was for spring. And so it came with 2 paper pads, some enamel dots, 2 coordinating ephemera packs, and 3 stamp sets. I had done 2 projects in February, and I was able to finish up a 3rd project in the month of March. So the project I did were just some really fun layered cards with ephemera and also some die cuts. And so I did 4 cards on camera with you together. And so I have that video that I did. And then in February, also using that collection, I did a set of 3 cards that were sort of a little bit more dimensional with some pop-ups of the ephemera. And then I also did this double T pocket holder treat. And so this is one of the tutorials that I had done showing you how to do these. And then I redid the same project with the Christmas paper this month. And so again, I have tutorials on all of these projects that you can find on my channel. And so that was my March goals recap, smashes, projects. That's what I did in the month of March. Let's dive into April now. Talking about April. So normally I do a lineup and I share what I'm going to use. I have the box of the month from Not Too Shabby. I am on their design team. And so I am using the box of the month. It comes with 2 paper pads, 2 coordinating ephemera packs, 3 stamp sets. These are 4x6 stamp sets. These are so cute. So cute. So I've got 3 stamp sets, and then she throws in some freebies. Jamie throws in freebies. So this is the box of the month. Again, I'll have 3 videos showcasing those items. Now, I usually do also take out additional items to share, but because I changed my flex goal and I want to make a ton of crafty kits and card kits, I thought I would just kind of be sort of free flowing this month, and I will take out things as I go. I don't even know what I'm going to use. I'm going to just kind of play it by ear, and as I make my kits, I will take out items this month. So that's the one change that'll also happen this month, is I'm not really showing you too much up front. It's all going to be a surprise as we go along. Again, this was for hashtag Crafty Goals 2024. Make sure you check out all of the ladies' videos. I'll link them down below in the description box. Just click the more button and you can get to everybody's video to see how everybody did this month and what everyone's doing next month. Happy crafting!